Hey guys, my name is Chris Martin with The Real Albuquerque. Chloe was just here, my sidekick. She happens to be a cat, but everybody has their own sidekick, so who's really to say? Batman had Robin. Gumby had that little horse. So, you know, Chloe's my little sidekick. And today, guys, we're coming out to you Saturday. This isn't live. We are traveling this Saturday, so this is pre-recorded. So I'll put the, you know, filmed live in front of a real audience, but, you know, filmed previously or whatever they put on those things. But we're actually going to film an episode on Saturday where we're going to, and we'll do that the next Saturday or put that on Wednesday or something. It'll be a cool place. So glad, hope to share that guys with you in 4K, or share that with you guys in 4K. I don't know what I said there before. Today we're going to talk about balance and that ever persistent work-life balance that everybody always talks about. And maybe you are a person that thinks that there needs to be work-life balance. I'm going to try to explain to you my thoughts on why I don't have work-life balance. Maybe this will help you think about life differently. Maybe I'm not going to be able to explain fully everything, and maybe you're like, well, Chris, you don't know about this. Well, leave it in the comments below. You know, I always comment back to the comments, so leave your comments below. But many times in life, I think I start many of our episodes like that. So work-life balance, right? Everybody says, hey, I gotta have work-life balance, bro. I gotta have work-life balance. If I'm working too much, I don't have balance, bro. I'm off. Dude, we're currently filming this at night. You know, we've already worked, you know, the 7 to 5 or whatever. You know, we've already done all that. I don't have work-life balance, and I used to, in the sense that I would not necessarily work at night, but you know, I always just was, I don't know where this started. I think it started when I was younger, and I was working with my dad when I was like 8 or 9 at the electrical contracting company he owned. My Saturdays when I was younger and my summers when I was younger was all consumed with working with him at his business, whether I was sweeping or actually trimming out, roughing out houses at, you know, age 12 or 13, right, with a crew. That's how my summers were. So I didn't have, you know, let's go play outside all the time and go to the mall and hang out all the time. My summers were spent working and grinding it out, whether I wanted to or not. Well, actually, I didn't, you know, at the time I didn't have a choice. It was, this is what we do. On Saturdays, we go to work with Dad. On the weekends, or I mean in the summertime, when you're off of school, when you have nothing to do, hey, we're working with Dad. And he took care of me. I got paid, you know, I wasn't like a rich guy getting paid. You know, I was a 13-year-old kid getting some cash on the week from a summer job. And I did that for a long time until I went to college. And when I went to college, you know, we worked and grinded it out. I had a job there in some times of college. And when I came back to, I went to Missouri, and when I came back to Mexico, I worked and I went through college. I didn't end out with any student loans or student debt. Right, so when I graduated college, I was free from that. I didn't have any debt or any collateral that I owed anybody, because I worked and made sure everything was paid off, right? So, and then I got a job in the crane rental industry, basically doing marketing. And ever since I can remember, it's just always been grinded out. There's no like work-life balance. I always check my phone and emails. You know, whether I'm in this country or I'm in Russia or I'm whatever, I'm traveling or I'm on the road, and I hear that ding and I can safely check an email, or I can safely check a text or safely answer my phone call, I'm doing it, right? If I'm awake and I hear that ding or that vibrate and it's 11 o'clock at night, I'm just laying in bed, tossing and turning, I'm gonna look at that email and I'll respond to it if I need to, or if it's junk, I'll delete it, or I'll take care of that email. I'll take an action on that email. And I won't, you know, I try not to let things get hung up on my end. Nowadays with things like cloud drives, your Dropbox, your iCloud drive, your Google Docs, your laptop, your iPads. And I can take my iPad, my laptop, and my cell phone and be across the world in Russia and get probably just as much done as somebody who may actually just be right there, you know, doing a half-assed job in the office or something, or not checking emails or not getting things done or gossiping or whatever the case may be. You know, I mean, I could be across the world, and if I had my external drives with me, which I don't carry because those are, you know, those have some data on them that I don't need to lose or break. But if I had that, but I mean, I have my Google Drive, or pardon me, on my iCloud Drive and my Dropbox, and I can just send a Dropbox file to the sales team if they need some document here across the world. I've done that many times. I answer my emails across the world, or when I'm on vacation, or at night, or in the morning, or I'm traveling. You know, I'm always answering emails. I'm always answering texts. I'm always answering phone calls. And it's just been that way since I grew up. I mean, I think it's just that work ethic that you just get ingrained in you from, in my situation, very young age. If your only option is to grind it out and work. And I don't know if that work ethic is still present in today's growing up with kids and getting taught that way, or just people in general. I would say no, considering that when you send them an email, they give you out-of-office emails, and almost do, well, we can talk about out-of-office emails now. I guess there's no other appropriate time, because that's basically work-life balance, or falls under it. I don't believe in out-of-office emails. I don't believe in sending someone a reply automatically saying, I don't value what you're doing. I've mentally checked out. Even if you say it in a funny way, I've seen people who try to be funny with it. And I'm like, so you're saying you don't want money? Are you saying you don't want to grow your business? Are you saying that since you're mentally checked out that you can't handle this deal? When I get an out of office email, I'm like, is this guy even for real? I don't even know why they made this. You know, I guess unless you're dying on a deathbed or something, or you're extremely sick, and you know, you may want to put out of office. You know, I'm currently a zombie in quarantine, and you know, since I can't think or anything, you may never get a response back because I'm a zombie, right? That may be the time you send an out of office email, is when you turn into a zombie. You click, boom, you know, Walking Dead. You're like, okay, I got bit. I need to put the out of office email on because people are going to want to know what's going on. I'm a zombie. I won't be able to reply. Maybe that's when you do it. Apocalypse and something. Maybe. I don't know. But many times that out of office email is just like, dude, are you serious? You don't value my business right now. You don't value what I'm trying to get done. You're too lazy to handle this. You can't check your phone even if you're... I get stuff like, oh yeah, I'm at a trade show. I can't... I'm out of the office. I won't be answering emails until I get back from trade shows. Like, dude, you can't look at your phone and say, yes, no, yes, move it to somebody else, move it into an email box. I understand what you're saying. I'm out of the, I don't have my hard drives with me. I can't send you that file. I'll do that when I get back. Boom. Oh, you want that Dropbox file? Here's the link. Boom. Here's the iCloud drive for an application for a crane operator. Boom. Here you go. Like, you can't do that. You can't, you're so busy getting trinkets and stuff like that and talking. You can't take 5 minutes to go, swipe, boom, yes, no, move, right? Answering emails, I get a bunch of emails all day, every day. And answering emails and replying back isn't that difficult. You know, maybe you have a higher position, you get thousands of them, like, or 10,000 a day, where it's like, you know, scalably not possible to email back or see all 10,000. But it doesn't mean you don't have an out of office up. Right? You don't have an out-of-office email saying, hey, I can't handle this, right? So many times in life, people will say, well, I want to have a work-life balance. You know, I want to be able to watch Netflix, or I want to be able to go to happy hour, or all this stuff. But, you know, that just really hinders you from attacking your goals. Are you willing to put an out-of-office email on yourself saying, hey, Chris, I'm going to put all those dreams, goals, and aspirations on like a 5-hour break and delay myself maybe 1, 2, 3 months of progress that I'm already building because, yeah, I'm just going to check out. Maybe sometimes you do need that, or you actually are in a place where it doesn't have cell service, like maybe Mars or whatever, space, but they have data up there. Come on now. Satellites are right there. You know, maybe you're in Antarctica. Hey, grab a sat phone, dude. Call me. Send a smoke signal. I want to connect. I want to get stuff done. And if you put it out an out-of-office email, dude, you're not going to get anything done. You're just going to tell your clients, this guy doesn't want my business. He doesn't have time for my business. See, work-life balance, everybody wants work-life balance because I think, oh, I can't have abundance and home life balance all at the same time. Yeah, you can. You can have abundance and home life balance. You got to work it out. So, hey, you wake up with your kids or whatever early, spend an hour with them, then go hustle it out, put them to bed early, spend time with your wife. I don't know. I'm not married and have kids, so I can't really relate, but that's just an idea, right? But until you're really committed, dude, there's plenty of hours in a day. There's 168 in a week to get things done. And I just do it all the time, every day, one step at a time. Maybe today I get 10 inches ahead. Maybe I get a mile. Maybe I get 10 feet. But I'm moving forward, taking all the steps necessary I can today to make it a win, to move myself forward. Whether it's 9 o'clock at night or 10 or 7 or 6, I'm trying to get something unless I'm sleeping, you know? If I'm sleeping, I'm not getting things done. But maybe I'm dreaming or thinking about or visualizing it. I don't know. But I don't believe in this work-life balance. I don't think you can balance your dreams, right? I don't think you can balance your life in the sense that you're going to give up on your dreams because after 5:01, I don't do anything to move myself forward after 5 o'clock at night. 5 to 6 in the morning, I don't do anything to advance myself. I just give myself 8 hours in the day minus my lunch, right? So, which is like 7 hours a day. Then if you're like a normal average person, maybe you gossip for 2 hours. So really, you only give yourself 6 hours a day for 5 days, which is 30 hours. And there's 168 hours in a week. That's not balanced. That's like life is the majority and work is the minority. Right? But if you're working towards yourself and advancing yourself and getting better and stronger and faster and smarter, you know, things become easier. You can hustle more. You know, you don't need that balance because you're gaining more ground for your kingdom. You get all fired up. You're like, oh man, I'm seeing change. I want to go to the gym because I feel better. I want to work because I'm excited because if I work instead of eating bonbons and watching, you know, Netflix marathons, I can make my dream become a reality. But if I'm too busy watching Netflix marathons and all this other stuff, it's not going to happen. I'm only going to give myself 6 hours. I'm going to only give myself 6 to 7 hours a day, which is, you know, 30 to 35 hours a week. Dude, you can't do it in 30 to 35 hours. You need like, I don't know, 12, 13, 14 hours a day, every day. And people are like, well, you can't work on Sundays. Yeah, we work on Sundays. We're grinding it out. If the day ends in Y, we're trying to grind it out and move ourselves forward. That's really my, you know, pardon me, if you had a quote, or if I made a vinyl sticker of a quote, that's what it would say. It would say this, it'd be a simple question, a simple thing. If the end of a day ends in Y, if yes, grind out. If no, relax and watch Netflix, right? That's a simple decision tree. And that's really what I've been built off of a long time. And at the time when I was a kid, I didn't want to go and spend my summers working with dad. No one wanted to do that. Everybody would rather be at the mall doing this, going to, you know, Steak Shack and hang out with the friends, going to see movies during the day. And, you know, everybody wanted to do that as a kid. No one wanted to be working and having adult problems. But, hey, that's the road I was dealt, man. Those are the cards I was dealt. And I'm actually proud of it and glad because now I know what work ethic is. Right? I'm not afraid to hustle it out. I'm not afraid to get committed. I'm not afraid to miss a weekend. I'm not afraid to miss a Thursday night happy hour. Dude, I've already missed thousands of those. I don't care. I'd rather spend my time moving forward, working towards a goal that's going to make me better, faster, stronger tomorrow than I would be in balancing my life out and have to rebuild everything I did yesterday to regain all my momentum potentially the day before because I wanted to hang out, right? If I had a work-life balance, I wouldn't be filming these videos right now. It's like, if I'm looking at the clock, it's 8 o'clock right now on a Wednesday, and we're filming like 4 or 5 of them tonight. You'll see the shirt's going to be the same for a few episodes because I'm traveling this weekend and I won't have time potentially to do it, but I want to get it done now because I don't want to leave you guys hanging, right? So, dude, I'm not afraid to do that. I'm not afraid to answer this phone if it rang or if a text or an email comes through, right? What do you want? I mean, that's just a simple goal. Work-life balance comes down to maybe, I think, in a few words, in a few phrases or whatever I'm about to say. I don't know what I'm about to drop, but this is what it comes down to. Are you willing to go after your goals? I think that's the simple decision trees. You know I like microcosm, macrocosm. You know I love decision trees. There's a lot of noises happening here. I think my laundry's done, or I don't know, there's a beeping happening, which I'm going to go find out. And there's a weird vibration hum. But we got our 80 hertz mic on, so that hum will be gone. So you won't hear that. You'll just think I'm a crazy person looking around for a hum. But that's the simple decision tree. Are you willing to go after your goals? If the answer is yes, be honest with yourself and upfront and say, Chris, or insert your name, I got to do everything I can to move myself forward towards that goal. Are you willing to give up Netflix, happy hour, going to dinner with friends, joining a hockey league, an amateur hockey league, playing, being on the softball team for, whatever? Or are you willing to give up fantasy football? Are you willing to give up football and watching football to go after your dreams? I know I am. I'm doing it right now. I could be watching any show I want. I have the internet, right? I have Netflix or whatever. You could be watching anything right now. I could be chilling and doing nothing right now. Just zoning out, not advancing myself, but I'm spending my time hopefully trying to help you guys advance yourself, trying to ingrain yourself. Hey, if you're watching this, I know you want to change. If you're watching this, I know you want to do something bigger because you wouldn't be watching it. You wouldn't even be on YouTube trying to search up motivation or how to grow or however you found this. You wouldn't even be doing it. You'd be posting something to Facebook about who knows what or complaining about who knows what or, at the bar complaining about how life has been too mean to you and how, whatever. You can spend all the time trying to do all that, or you can actually grind this shit out and try every day to move yourself forward. Spend all the time you can awake until you have to sleep and your body's saying, dude, we got to go to bed, man. We got a big day tomorrow. And the big day tomorrow is doing what we did yesterday, like Pinky and the Brain said. What are we going to do tomorrow, Pinky? Or Brain, what are we going to do tomorrow? The same thing we do every day. Try to take over the world. That's what hustling and work-life balance is. Do you think Pinky and the Brain, dude, if you ever watch that guy never gives up. They have always had their schemes to take over the world. And every day they believe they can do it. And that's really what owning a business is. That's what hustling it out is. That's what grinding it out is. That's what going to the gym every day is about. It's believing you can make this happen every day. And you're willing to give up everything else to make that happen because you want it that badly. So the real question is when you look at yourself in the mirror in the morning, how bad do you want success? How bad do you want this goal to happen? How bad do you want your dreams to become a reality? Because if you're not willing to spend 12, 14, 16, 18 hours a day doing it every day, even on Sundays, even on Saturdays, even on holidays, even on President's Day, even on Columbus Day, even on the 4th of July, right? Even on Christmas Eve, whatever holiday, whatever day, if that day ends in Y, are you willing to grind it out that day and give it everything you freaking have to make your life better? Be honest with yourself. If the answer is no, cool, be average. Now you know. Go watch Netflix, go do whatever you want. Go be on a hockey league, Go do something that's never going to advance you in your career, never going to advance you in life. Go do that, right? But if you're really honestly saying, Adam, Chris, Billy, Frank, Jen, whatever your name is, Susan, Helen, whatever your name is, whatever that person is that you see in the mirror every day, if that answer is yes, then you got to be willing to give some shit up to go higher, right? Are you willing to give up to go higher? I know I am. Are you willing to give up some stuff? Like, insert anything I just been rambling on about? Are you willing to give all that crap up to make your dreams become reality? I think this is like a reoccurring theme in many of these messages because it always comes back to this. It always really comes back to how much are you willing to give? In last week's episode on Wednesday, or actually future episode, we'll be talking about, are you willing to go the distance? Same thing. Previous Wednesday's message, are you willing to ask repeatedly for a yes? You see, the common goal is you got to do this every day. The common goal is every day is going to be a battle, but your life is filled with 365 battles a year, and you got to win the majority of those to move forward. And winning those comes down to a daily level. You got to win the day. You have to have your task list and crush that out and move forward how long it ever takes you. Sometimes I'll be working, and I've been working, and I'm working, and like, dude, I can't do this anymore. I'm not even effective. The work's getting sloppy. I can't type right now. I got to recharge. But I know I gave everything I could before that. You know, I worked so hard that, man, dude, I can't focus anymore. I got to take a shower, and I got to go to bed and recharge my body. But I'm going to be up at 6 or 5, doing things, getting going to the gym, getting everything rolling, and attacking the day. So you got to win the majority of these 365 battles you're given. Or if you want to go even smaller, which may be better, you're given 168 hours a week. You got to use the most of those that you can to move yourself forward, right? So I don't know what 14 times 7 is. Let me look that number up real quick here on my handy dandy calculator, right? My, I don't know, what do they call that? My new age abacus, right? My new age abacus. So let's say 14 times 7, 98 hours, right? 16 times 7, 112 hours. That's bare minimum. And then 12, which is probably 12 is bare minimum. 12 times 7, 84 hours. And if you're doing 6 hours times 5, that's 30. Minus, what did I say, 85? 12 times 7, 84 minus 30. What am I doing? 84 minus 30. That's 54 hours. That's 54 hours I'm working more than you to make my dreams become a reality if I work 12 hours a day based off of 30 hours. Hey, if let's say you're hustling and you do the full 40, you don't even take lunch, right? So 84 minus 40, simple math, I'm doing 44 hours more than you, right? I'm your competitor. I'm grinding out. For every 1 week you're grinding out, I'm doing 2 weeks. Don't you think I'm going to have more time to be better and advance myself than you? Right? And that's just modest. That's just the bare minimum is 12. Some days you're doing 16 hours times 7. That's 112 minus 40. That's 72 hours that I'm working with you. I'm almost working 3 hours for every 1 week you work. Think about that scaled out. So if you work 52 weeks and I work 52 weeks, I'm going to do 52 times 3. I'm working 156 divided by 52, which is obviously 3. Every 1 year you're working time-wise, I'm working 3 years, right? Well, yeah, well, that's about right. I don't know. Maybe that math doesn't add up. I can't think about that right now. But for every 1 week you're working, I'm working 3 weeks. No, that does work out. So if you worked 52 weeks, I'm working 106 weeks. No, pardon me, 156. I'm working 156 weeks. See, if I'm working 156 weeks, that's 2 more years I'm working to your 1 year. Don't you think I'm going to be farther? Would you agree that I'd be farther than you? Right? If you worked out, I don't know, 10 minutes or let's say you worked out 1 hour a week and I worked out 7, I'm going to be 7 times farther than you in a week than, and in 52 times 7, let's see, 52 times 7. 365 hours I'd be at the gym, whereas you'd have 52 hours at the gym grinding it out. So this is all just scalable, man. The more hours you work and the more consistently you can do that, you're gonna get an advantage over your competition, and forget work-life balance. If you want to advance yourself, work-life balance has to go out the door. If you want to advance yourself, out-of-office emails has to go out the door. If you want to advance yourself, you have to answer everything that comes your way. I don't care if it's on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, 1,000 emails. You got to try every day to get all that email box down to 0. You got to try every day to connect with your following and post stuff and be out there talking about stuff. I know it's hard, and I'm doing it right now. Right? I'm building Instagram from the ground up. I had 100 followers. Now I have 7,500 followers. And then hopefully in a few months we'll have 14,000 followers. And then hopefully in a few months we'll have, 50,000 followers. See, we're building this thing. In our Facebook page that I started for the company, we had 1,000 followers. Now we have 105,000 followers. But, on LinkedIn for the company, we had 2,000 followers. And now we have 2,500. But every day I'm gaining 5, 10, 15, 20, 100 followers. And over the time where you're getting maybe 1 or 0 because you're not posting content or you're not working on your social or not doing this, I'm slowly grinding and gaining ground. And they're going to be like, dude, how did you do it? I see you everywhere. How did you get 105,000 followers in 2 years? Well, how I got 105,000 followers in 2 years for the companies is I got 80 one day on 1 week. Next week I got 100. And then the next week I got 75. And the next week I got 82. And the other week I got 60. I was getting followers every week because I was posting content. I was interacting with my community. I was gaining ground. That's how I did. I didn't give up. I'm posting all the time. I have tools that will help me post, so I'm everywhere all the time. Right? That's how I did it. And I had more hours to do what I need to do. Right? I was working I'm working 3 weeks to your 1 week. That's how we're doing it. But work-life balance is just going to leave you in the dust, man. It's only going to leave you 30 to 40 hours. If you're top-notch, 40. If you're taking a lunch break, that's 7. That's 33 hours right there in a 40-hour work week, right? Or, no, 35, assuming, you get exactly 1 hour of time in. This beeping noise is bothering me. Hopefully you guys don't pick it up or I can drain it out and post. But I got to check what that is. But, guys, if you want your dreams to become a reality, you got to give up work-life balance. Throw it out the door. If you want your dreams to become a reality, you got to give up out-of-office emails. If you want your dreams to become a reality, you got to be willing to work more than 12 hours a day, every day. That day ends in Y, you got to be willing to grind it out. If you don't want your dreams to become a reality, have work-life balance. If you don't want your dreams to become a reality, have out-of-office emails. If you don't want your dreams to become a reality, hey, buddy, it's simple. Work a 9 to 5, work 40 hours, and take a lunch break every day. And don't work Saturdays and Sundays. Don't work holidays, and relax. It's going to be really that simple. But while you're relaxing, I'm gaining, I'm interacting with my community. I'm getting 10 followers here. I'm getting 10 followers there. I'm getting 50 likes here. I'm getting 10 likes here. I'm posting, I'm writing articles here. I'm posting out videos here. I'm writing articles, right? We're making orders. We're fulfilling orders. We're putting ourselves out there. We're doing all this stuff. And over time, I'm going to beat you because I'm putting in more time. I'm willing to put in more time, and I can outwork you that way. And it's simple math. I showed it to you earlier. 12 hours times 7 is 84 hours. If I just did that, which is the bare minimum, which is 6 to 6, which is easy. Anybody can work 6 to 6. That's nothing. Can you work 16 hours? If I did 6 to 6, I'm already working 2 weeks to year 1. If I did 16 hours times 7, that's 112 minus your 40, well, minus your 35, because I'm assuming you're going to eat. 77. I'm basically working 2 weeks to your 1 week. Now, I'm not saying I'm not perfect. Yeah, I go visit my dad on Saturdays. Yeah, I'm spending time doing this. Yeah, I spend time in the shower. Yeah, I sleep. Yeah, I go to the gym. Yeah, I'm making videos. Yeah, I'm writing posts. But I'm spending most of that 16 hours grinding it out doing stuff like this, adding value to you guys, doing the podcast, doing the Instagram, making products, you know? And I always say, man, Fridays is my biggest work day because I get home and I grind out most of my orders on Friday night. And then I'm free mentally from the weekend. So I can do stuff like this. I can go meet with business entrepreneurs in the area. I can go eat burritos with people. I can go expand my brand. I can get out there. So I'm working it, man. And you got to be too, if you want it. If you don't want it, go watch, Netflix marathons, House of Cards for like 10 or 12 hours while I'm grinding it out. While all the people who really want it are grinding it out. Simple message. Simple flow chart. Not flow chart. Simple decision tree, right? Do you want your dreams to become reality? If yes, are you willing to grind it out? That's a sub question. If yes, do it, right? Maybe I'll make some stickers like this. If you're not willing to make your dreams become reality, give up and move on. That's the bombshell I'm dropping. Hey guys, my name is Chris Martin. This is The Real Albuquerque. This is our live Saturday session. Although this was previously recorded in front of a live audience, Chloe's my audience. She's right here. So I can technically say that. I'm traveling this weekend, so I'm grinding out my videos today on Wednesday. That's why my shirt stays the same. That's why my hair is the same, right? Because I'm mass filming these out because I won't be able to potentially do it this weekend, and I don't want to leave you hanging, and I'm willing to grind it out at 9 o'clock tonight and get this done. I'm willing to put in my 16. Now the real question is, are you? All right, guys, we'll see you next week. My name's Chris Martin. This is The Real Albuquerque. Like always, it's up to you to be successful. Are you willing to be successful? I'm willing to be successful myself, but the question is, are you? Chloe and I believe in you. We believe wholeheartedly in you. That's why we're doing these videos for you. And like we always say, the person in the mirror is the one who's going to decide whether you do this or don't. Tell that person yes. Fight for yourself so you can help fight for others. All right, guys. My name is Chris Martin. Once again, Real Albuquerque coming at you. Saturday session. Usually this session's live, but just act like it is. So then you'll be good to go. And next weekend it will be live. And we'll film something, of course, on Saturday, but I don't know if the internet will be able to handle uploading 7 gigabytes 4K video to YouTube and do all that kind of stuff. Okay, guys, I'm drowning. I'm going on here, but check us out. Follow us. You know where we are because you found us. Share this message with people who you think could benefit from working and for getting work-life balance. Because if you're watching this, man, you are trying to move yourself forward. My name's Chris Martin, signing off for sure. I'm willing to work the extra hours. Are you guys? All right, bye.